Hello everybody, Average Gamer, welcome to another episode of Supreme Ruler Ultimate as Ontario. So, in the last episode, it was March of, 2021. It's now January of 2022. What I've been doing, pretty much between the last episode and this one, is sitting on my ass, basically not doing much, letting time progress, building a lot of ground units, air units, buying and selling of resources, making some money, but other than that, nothing else really doing much. Planning my next invasion, obviously, and this one of Saskatchewan. The plan here is to just massively overrun the country. One of the things I want to do too was start increasing on my local populace, the amount of money we're spending on them. Taxes we're going to keep logged at 50%. Overall, inflation's at 0.7%. GDP's at 37. People got the money. We've got the resources. Other than rubber being a problem, we're actually doing pretty good. I'm actually going to be building up some more rubber plants very soon. Once I get Saskatchewan, pretty much my priority right now is to encompass Canada all into one country again. Once that has occurred, the next plan after that, wait, is that UN Protectorate? Good to know. The plan is going to be that once we have Canada all under one big roof, to then work on our natural resources, become self-sufficient and things like that. I'm going to build another rubber plant, though. We're going to build it in Winnipeg, actually. So pretty much all we need is just one synthetic rubber plant in Brandon, Manitoba. That's going to take about 80 days, so we're fine there. In the meantime, we're going to start deploying more troops, so we're still building a lot. We have our Star Lifters in reserve, the 3 of them. I think we're building the 4th as we speak. Yep. Infantry units, I don't think I have the ability as of yet. I do not. So I've got 2 ideas. Number 1, we can wait 100 days, which is really one of the reasons why I was taking so long. I was thinking of researching special forces and then dropping them. Like dropping them here in Battleford, here, down here, Moose Jaw, dropping a couple up here in the north with our Star Lifters, and overall just capturing points that I know their reserves are going to go to. Then I realized we have all these light infantry that I've been building over the last little while because I accidentally left them on long story short, I left them on auto build, so we have a lot of light infantry to deploy here. So we're actually going to deploy a lot of these guys to Winnipeg. That's, how many is that? I have no idea how many that is. We're going to deploy all of them, basically. And we're going to actually airdrop the majority of our light infantry to Winnipeg. That they're then going to be transferred and told under stealth to capture a lot of these towns and villages around Saskatchewan. Or sorry, around southern Saskatchewan. I'm getting a lot of these offers here, so we're going to be doing some trading in the background as well. One of the good things about playing as Ontario, money is not a problem. I played as Ontario multiple times. As long as we don't do anything drastic, like spend a whole bunch or go and do some crazy stuff, we should be 100% fine for the majority of our stuff here. We got our Panzer Haubitze 2000s. They're going to be deployed right up onto the main road here. Our ADASs are going to be deployed with them. And we got some more Coyotes which are going to be deployed. I'm going to deploy them for the moment to Brandon. And some more transport bunzas, which will be deployed to just east of Brandon as well. But yeah, so the plan here is to overwhelm if we can. Lump sum consumer goods is good. Basically, I've just been selling stuff in lump sums. The fact that I also had cut down our overall expenditures to people is another reason. So our inflation will go up a little bit because we're building some stuff. Other than that, we're 100 million in the toilet. Taxes I want to keep because we are technically a democracy. We have 100% military support, which is good. And our local support is kind of crappy. It's at 22%. So my main worry is losing the election. But believe me when I say I have alternative plans for the election, if need be, to make sure that we are not removed from power. Metal ore, sure. Times 7. Oh, we got some consumer goods times lump sums there, and good to go. I've been asked by a few people why I do not do the times 7s, times 60s, times 90s. There's two reasons. Number one, I'm actually getting ripped off. If I agree to those, I'm actually getting less money per ton. That's why I don't do them. Number two, if somewhere along the lines I screw up in production with something, whether it's a lack of power or a lack of something, I am on the hook for those goods and I can run into a trade deficit, meaning I owe them more than I'm producing, and I don't want to run into those issues. I'm very, very paranoid about my trade deficits. I do not want to run into either a money deficit or a goods deficit when it comes to trading. It's just the way I am. In the meantime, Saskatchewan just offered me something. Let's see what they're offering me. Right there. Lump sum consumer goods. Okay. Yeah. You're getting a no matter what anyways, because I'm going to war with you soon. Okay, so we got our military forces building up. As for our Air Force, our Starlifters are now being deployed, the 3 of them, to the PEG, wherever the PEG is. There we go. Our ground units are going to be just ordered up to the outside. So with this way we're producing in about 22, basically I'm going to set it up so that we can at least send 3 of them at any given time to where they need to go. Research recommendation. Wait, do we have a research slot open? Oh, we do. Contemplating upgrading some of our infantry fighting vehicles, maybe. Medium infantry are good, but they are not air mobile. Medium infantry are good for... Actually, you know what? That'd be good, because we can do some city fighting with those guys. In conjunction with the infantry fighting vehicles and things like that. I think we have regular infantry we can also research as well, technically. Yeah, airborne elite and elite guard. That's no big deal. We're just going to use light infantry for paratrooping. So for our ADASs, I want to put 3 of them like so. The Panzerhaubitzes, or our Panzer howitzers, are going to be spread out like so. We are getting a lot of trade offers here. This is one of the reasons why I made so much money, to be honest with you. Because with the majority of the world all busted up, a lot of countries do not have the ability to make even the basics of what they need. And they need to do a lot of trading to do it. And a lot of countries that would normally trade with the US and just buy massive lump sums for really cheap, they can't. So, good for us. Japan has reached a space milestone. Good for them. Okay, so I think we deployed the majority of what we're going to deploy. So we're going to go to normal here real quick. Pause. Right click and declare war on the Saskatchewan. Now, we're not immediately even going to push into their territory, to be 100% honest with you. What we're going to do is order land units all into Winnipeg. We're going to click them, let them all slow. That was just our declaration of war. Unprovoked attack leads to war. The Dominion of Canada has declared war on Saskatchewan, citing the region's unprovoked long-range attacks as the cause. There is no word at the time of negotiation are underway to end hostility. Well, no, we're not going to do that at this moment. What I am going to do, though, say load into that, please. Perfect. You going to load into this one, and you we're going to load into that one. "35th Infantry will load into the 12th Starlifter." Alright, so now I also have to tell my 3 Starlifters actually to unload. And I need to tell all my infantry what their rules of engagement are. Because I need to fix that. Alright, so your rules of engagement. Okay. Approach is stealth. So they are no longer going to capture territory. So I'm actually going to order now all of them to go just next door to Winnipeg. Thank you. First one. It's going to load into the 11th. You going to load into the 12th, and you into the 13th. And 35th there. This one is going to unload this unit there. You are going to unload there. Then you are going to unload there. I'm also going to order my fighters. You and escort the 11th. You going to escort the 12th. And then you going to escort the 13th. And go. And there goes our infantry units. So there is a large amount of guys there. We have one guy here that did not get the order to be silent. So they are going to push and attack him for sure. Let's double check to make sure all these guys have the same thing. Approach. I'm thinking we were short one unit there. Load into. You're going to load into. Actually, I can do all 4, can't I? Let's try that one. I'm going to go to the 11th, 12th, 13th, and you, if you can, I want you to load into the Chinook. Alright, so we are hearing engagements, because they are going to attack this guy. It's no big deal. We are going to now order you to unload there. You to unload here. Then you going to unload there as well. I think that's all of them. No, the Hercules. You're also going to... Nope, you couldn't load it. Okay. And neither could you. Okay. Now we're also going to order some of these aircraft to do airstrikes over the areas, quote-unquote, in contention. Drop some more units down. What this is going to do, this is also going to help us pull out a lot of units into the back, away from the front. Okay. So once again, this is the first phase of the invasion. Yeah, so you can't do anything, so I'm just going to order you back to Thunder Bay. You are going to go to Thunder Bay because you're pretty useless. So mental notes, yeah, Chinooks, for this plan at least, not really good to go. You load into that Starlifter, you load into that Starlifter, and then you load into that Starlifter. I want to see then if I can load a second one on to the 11th. Nope. Alright. So the 11th is going to go and unload troops there. So is the 12th. And the 13th is going to go and unload down here. In the meantime, all these guys are going to push forward. Like so. These guys are going to move forward and occupy that location. These guys are going to move forward into that location, that road. And you two are going to move to about there-ish. I can't tell whether we just lost a unit or if someone just got shot down. We're not saying we lost a unit, so I'm assuming things are going to go. But that is going to be the end of this episode. In the next episode, hopefully only the second phase of the war. I'm not expecting much from Saskatchewan, except for maybe a big fight around Saskatoon itself. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.